I'm ready. I've been living in this Greenville suburb for 5 years now, and let me tell you, this place is weird. It's a interesting blend of old, new, and Italy. For me, it's home though, and my family and I, we wouldn't choose to live anywhere else. So how did this city climb to the top of my list? And is it just me? Well, you might be surprised. I'm Renaldo the Realtor, your go-to resource, helping you decide if Greenville, South Carolina is the right area for you. So don't be afraid to pause this video and give me a call. So why on earth did I choose Mauldin over Greenville? Well, if you remember correctly, I kind of didn't. So when my wife and I decided to relocate our family from Texas to Greenville, we were adamant on buying a house with the Greenville address, because that's the city that won our hearts. Well, 2 weeks after moving in, we're talking to the neighbor. He said we live in Simpsonville. And the craziest thing about all of this is that we actually live in Mauldin. And that's the first weird thing about Mauldin. Depending on where you are in the city, you might end up with a Simpsonville or a Greenville address, which makes it really difficult to know when you're actually in Mauldin. But why does it matter if you're technically in Mauldin or not? Well, one big reason is the schools. Living here, you can relax knowing that your kids are going to attend highly rated schools. Both Mauldin High School and J.L. Mann High School received A overall ratings according to niche.com. And that's impressive considering Mauldin High School is the largest in Greenville County. And it doesn't stop at the high schools. Mauldin Middle School and Mauldin Elementary School were also given A ratings. And personally speaking, when we lived in Texas, it was a completely different experience. We had to physically drag our kids out of bed in the morning because they hated going to school. But when we moved here, that completely changed. So now they're excited to go to school and they're mad when they miss a day. So that's just, it still blows my mind.
Bring your sister in.
3, 2, 1. Gotcha, it's a video. What I'm not amazed to see is Mauldin's downtown, which is completely weird to me. You would think that being one of Greenville's most developed suburbs, they would have a pedestrian-friendly downtown by now, but they don't. The downtown is mostly car-centric, and so is the whole city. But the good part about that is you're only a few minutes drive from anything you would ever need. You'll have grocery stores, restaurants, and shops all within 5 minutes away. Doctors, dentists, hospitals, all within 10 minutes away. And GSP Airport is only 15 minutes away. So downtown Greenville, Simpsonville, Fountain Inn, all within 20 minutes. So that's what Mauldin really has over a lot of other cities. But without a traditional downtown or any fun place to hang out really, Mauldin residents were using that great connectivity to get out of here and spend their money literally anywhere else, causing Mauldin to lose an estimated $28 million per year in revenue to its neighboring cities. And Mauldin didn't like that for some reason, which led to developments like this, Maverick Yards, which is a mixed-use development that'll have townhomes, entertainment spaces, and eventual connection to the Swamp Rabbit Trail. As an indoor-outdoor space, the main attractions here are going to be the pickleball courts, but there's also going to be vendors, live performances, and comfortable places for you to just hang out. And it also led to them adding over 4 miles of Swamp Rabbit Trail to the Conisty Nature Preserve, which is over 400 acres of nature park where they have a dog park, a human park, a ballpark, and a place for you to park. And I find it fantastic that they figured they'd offer a few free features for families and friends to have more phenomenal Fridays. Or really any day of the week, but you know, alliteration.
Wow. Nice tail, isn't that just so strange?
It's a beaver tail! I could just like, right now?
Yes, I can give you this.
Yeah. Hello. I always wanted to do some LARPing, you know? So he said maybe I could do it. I'm like, well, let's do it if that's all right.
Start from the top, okay?
Yeah. Okay. I'm fast. Got the speed of the ancestors. Oh! All right. You win some? Yes. You lose some. I'm dead. But you live. You live to LARP another day. But back there in Conisty Nature Preserve, you'll have miles of mountain biking trails along the Reedy River, a wetlands area, and Lake Conisty, which is made by this darn dam. And the trail will eventually be connected to Mauldin's most polarizing development, Bridgeway Station, which just opened up Cabana's Rooftop Cantina, where you can get food and drinks. But if you want to stay true to the whole Italian theme, then you can pop into Tavola Italian restaurant while you're up here on the roof. Or you can enjoy some of the best seats in the house at the Plank restaurant. And just below the Plank, Restaurant Rocco just opened up their pasta, steak, and seafood restaurant. And do you remember me standing right here and saying this? There's talks of a major attraction coming to town, so if you want to stay up to date on that, make sure you subscribe. Well, that major attraction will be a 10,000 seat stadium that will be the permanent home for Greenville's soccer teams, Liberty and Triumph. It will also host other professional and youth sports and serve as a venue for concerts, festivals, and community events. I swear, if they don't make it look like the Coliseum, I'm just gonna have to get over it. Welcome to Italy, son. And all of this growth is exciting for me, which is a big reason why my family and I look forward to growing old and ugly here. And we're not the only family thinking that way, because new homes are popping up all over the place. And by all over the place, I really just mean right here. This little spot right here. The Ashmore Bridge Road area currently has hundreds of homes under construction, and shops, restaurants, stores are all being added. And it's absolutely insane because it looks completely different than when we were last out here. Which is a big reason why Mauldin will add 10,000 new residents in the next 5 years. And those of you who prefer well-established neighborhoods will be happy to know that Mauldin's been a fast-growing city since the 1950s, so there are existing homes here of all different styles. And no matter which part of the city you end up in, you'll be glad to hear that newhomesource.com ranked Mauldin as the 4th safest city in all of South Carolina in 2025. So let's go talk to locals and see what they think of this place. So I'm here with Michelle. How are you today, Michelle?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Thank you. So we're in Mauldin. Tell me your opinion of Mauldin.
Oh, Mauldin's great. I like Mauldin. It's like close to downtown, but a little bit away, so you get a little bit of distance there. The outdoors, obviously we're in Conisty right now. It's amazing. This is one of my favorite places to come and just walk around. And yeah, so.
Okay. And why do you think people choose Mauldin over other suburbs of Greenville?
I'd say probably it's kind of like a little hidden gem. Maybe like people don't think about Mauldin because it's maybe doesn't have as much of like a downtown as say like a Simpsonville or a Fountain Inn, but I think it's still got a lot of potential. So
It definitely does. And we're getting new stuff all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do you think is something that is important for people out of state to realize about Mauldin that they might not realize?
It's really close to a lot of things. You're still close to the mountains. You're close to downtown, close to the airport, just right up the road.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a good location.
All right, great. You give it a 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm here with Violet, Suki, and Chicken Wing. And that is not me being funny. That's your name.
That is his name.
Yeah. So, Violet, tell me your opinions on the Mauldin area.
I honestly really love the area. It's a nice spot. It's close enough to kind of everything. It's close enough to Greenville, Simpsonville, which is like really kind of up and coming for people my age, you know, people who are in like their 20s or 30s, looking to start kind of that next chapter. Yeah. And I moved down here from Chicago a couple of years ago, and honestly, it's just a really nice place to be because of just the atmosphere, like of actual like nature itself. I mean, you have the mountains, you have this amazing park, and it's a nature preserve. It's just a gorgeous place to be, especially when you're active, you know?
Yeah. So what is it that really brought you here from, you said Chicago, right?
It was the Chicago suburbs, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what made you say, you know what, I'm moving down here to little old Greenville area?
I wanted to start a next step in my life because I had grown up in Illinois my whole life, and I wanted to go to a place where I could start pursuing my passions and my hobbies more, which are hiking, canoeing, and music. Yeah. Live music out here, like all of the community events constantly. It's incredible. It's just an incredible, friendly environment. I mean, I've spoken to how many people today, and just people walk up to you. It's friendly.
That is very true. Mm-hmm. Okay. So is there anything you think people from out of state should know before they consider this area? Something that they wouldn't know from just searching online?
It is not, I guess, it's not as bougie as the internet makes it out to be. I know a lot of people our age are kind of like, oh my gosh, that looks like it's gonna be way out of my price range. But honestly, you know, I'm in the process right now of looking at some property and everything. And if you put in like that research and you find a good agent to work with you and kind of show you the ropes of everything, it's not as difficult as you would think it is to be able to get out there and like get some property.
Yeah, that's great. All right, well, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was nice. Thank you.
Good job. All right, so I'm here with Sam and Thomas. How are y'all today?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. I like that answer. All right, so we're in Mauldin. Tell the people, what do you think of Mauldin?
Hi, people. We live just across the bridge in Greenville County, but we come to Mauldin to shop. There's a little fresh market, outdoor market that we love to shop. And the favorite is right where we're standing. Is Conestee. And this guy right here has been coming to Conestee for probably 8 years to run, to trail run, making it up to about 13 miles.
Wow, that's impressive.
And oh, it's beautiful out here. It's
man,
nature preserved. And of course, Helene came through, and the cleanup is ongoing. Some trails have opened back up. They have facilities over here. They also have places for kids to play. And it's all right here in Conestee.
That's great. Yeah. What's something you think brings people to Mauldin rather than the other suburbs of Greenville?
Oh my gosh. Well, Mauldin is still small enough to feel like a neighborhood, you know, a small town feel.
Yeah.
You walk into shops. I love to thrift. So you walk into thrift shops and people recognize you. Yeah. And that down home feeling that you get in Mauldin, even though it's growing like
it is,
like wild, that is still preserved here as well.
That's great. Okay. And what is something that you think people from out of state should know before they consider Mauldin?
We have everything within driving range.
Right.
We can get to the mountains in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
We can get to the beach in 3 hours, depending on how fast you drive, maybe faster.
Yeah.
Or sooner. Very good people in this area, just down to earth, down to earth people. So yeah, look it all up and you'll fall in love.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think you lied to the people. So you get a thumbs up from me.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
So let me know what you think. Is Mauldin worth considering? And if so, make sure you give me a call. I'd love to talk to you about making this place home. If not, just like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.